Right, let's keep the ball rolling while I have this camera out and while I still have memory on my card. So the next thing on Disney Plus is the original TV show. It's called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. It is by the National Geographic Channel, and it's hosted by yours truly, Jeff Goldblum, the title character. And this will be unlike Netflix and Hulu shows that are like they drop the entire season and you get to binge watch it. This Disney Plus shows are now going to be weekly, so I'm assuming every Tuesday because the first episodes dropped today, this Tuesday. And so I'm assuming next week the next episode is going to drop on a Tuesday. I'm assuming it might change, but educated guess. In episode 1 of The World According to Jeff Goldblum, he is discovering sneaker culture. For those, I'm a big Jeff Goldblum fan, and he is very charismatic as the host. And basically, this whole show premise is him going around researching things that intrigue him and talking to people who are part of whatever he's researching. So for episode 1 this week was about sneakers and sneaker culture and sneakerheads, and so it was real good seeing that. He talked to some well-known people who work for Adidas and Nike, and he talked to some avid fans, some streetwear people who, those type of people who will stand in line for hours outside of a shoe store just to get a limited edition shoe and spend thousands of dollars. He interviewed people at SneakerCon, a convention based off sneakers, and he also interviewed what's his name? The shoe doctor, who is really well renowned in sneaker culture for making customized shoes. And Jeff also hired him to make him a custom shoe, which he revealed at the end. And I'm not going to give out spoilers on that, but the show was very interesting, very intriguing. I learned something new because I'm not a part of sneaker culture. I'm not a part of streetwear culture. I just like to wear what I can afford. And so I learned some new stuff. And again, Jeff Goldblum as a host is a very charismatic. He's Jeff Goldblum, like eccentric and all that jazz, and very cool, hip guy. And it was very entertaining. His jokes landed, and the people he interviewed were very intriguing. It was a very good episode. I enjoyed it, and I recommend this show to anybody who has the Disney Plus app. I think you should check it out. I'm curious to know what episode 2 will be next week, because they didn't preview it, but if it's anything like this first episode really reeled me in and caught my attention, and I feel like, there's more to come. I want to see more of The World According to Jeff Goldblum. So that's a quick review of episode 1. I'm going to do these reviews weekly because, like I said, I'm hooked on this show now. So next week I'll be dropping episode 2 review and what that subject is about. But I highly recommend y'all go check it out. I think it's great. I enjoyed it. And Disney is really coming through with original content for the streaming service. I haven't watched Mandalorian yet, but so far I'm hearing people say the first episode is good. I'm going to watch that as well. I only have so much time in the day. I'm watching original movies, original TV shows. The next thing I'm gonna drop is the Imagineering story. That's their docu-series on Disney Imagineering and the people behind the theme parks who helped build those rides and everything and attractions. And those episodes, I'm going to try to do those weekly as well as this one, reviewing those. But those episodes, I thought it was a movie because episode 1 is an hour long. So I'm pretty sure episode 2 and however many episodes going on, they're going to all be an hour long. So I'm enjoying all this stuff, all this great creative content. It is so good. Disney did not come to play. I feel sorry for Netflix. I'm still going to use Netflix. I use other people's Netflix passwords. Sorry. Once Netflix told me that they were going to charge me $17.99 a month, I canceled, went up out of there, and decided to use my family members' passwords instead. So I'm going to still use Netflix as long as my family members are paying the bill, but they better watch out. Disney did not come to play with them. They own Hulu, ESPN Plus, the Fox TV shows, 20th Century Fox. The Simpsons is on this shit. I'm not gonna review The Simpsons. Simpsons has been out for many years. We all know The Simpsons, but they have so much of our classic TV shows as well as new content, and I'm loving the new content. It's been great. I've really been enjoying myself, enjoying this streaming site. More reviews to come soon. So I hope y'all like it. Please go check out The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Episode 1 is already out. Episode 2 will be released next week. And so far, I am hooked. It is good. It's a nice little, reality docu-series show of things that interest Jeff Goldblum. So check y'all out later on the next Snake Cinema review.